Hey guys, what's going on? It's Miss Spooky. I told you that we're gonna do some ghost hunting. We haven't had a ton of activity on our trip. Some noises, um, stuff like that. Stuff in the corner of your eye, um, stuff like that. So right now, where we're at is at Pioneer or Cemetery. We're at what they call White Man's Cemetery, and these were all of the settlers in the Round Valley, and there's some pretty bad people that are in here. I think we're in the old part of the cemetery right now. And most of these people, there's one right here, were settlers in the area. And most of the people who are buried are on this side. And the older graves were involved in the genocide of the Indians in this area, and enslaving them, and yeah, bunch of bad people in here. And we've been kind of walking around. We've been sitting in the car and kind of snapping pictures, and we're hearing like footsteps. We're getting weird photos. Holly's getting like orbs all over the place. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs out here. I've heard of some footsteps. And we're gonna do some EVP, and okay, see that way? I'm hearing like scuffling and rustling and noise over in that direction. Lots of this is like overgrown since the last time that I've been here. But these people settled here and drove the Indians out of their land, slaughtered them, made this into a reservation, and then marched them all, into the Round Valley. I won't want to say all of them because only half of them made it in. Out of about 550 Indians, only about half survived the trip. And when they got here, they smallpox, disease, starvation, and it's still really, the energy is bad. Lots of suffering people. And most of the people who are buried in the older part, which is where we're at right now, were the perpetrators. So there's a lot of killers here, and I'm hearing something over there. I don't know if you can hear that. I hear owls, but so yeah, folks, this is White Man Cemetery in Covelo, California. I don't recommend people to come out here and just kind of crash the place and go ghost hunting. That's not the kind of place that this is. A lot of Indians live here, and they're they're not very welcoming to visitors. The only reason that I'm like out here, in the middle of the night and traipsing around town is because I have a local with me. Otherwise, I would not be welcome here. Just to let you know. So, if you're thinking about coming out here, I would get permission first, or let somebody know what you're doing, and because it's not that kind of place. It's not really, touristy, or they don't want, a bunch of outsiders coming here. Like I said, the only reason, I'm out here is because I'm with a local. Otherwise, I wouldn't be welcome. So, we were flashing pictures, getting a lot of orbs. A lot of noises. You can see, obviously, there it is. Freemasons, folks. Yep. That's a lot of Freemasons out here. Which is typical, I'm walking around, and I'm trying to find, kind of blinded. I don't see very good at night anymore. But I'm looking for Thomas Henley's grave. He was one of the settlers that would come, bring posse together and go and round up Indians, kill them. And I'm kind of blinded out here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it again. But he, if I can find him, he's pretty talkative. I got some EVPs from him before. The way, it feels heavy. Definitely feels like I'm not wanted here. They're not sorry. They're not, there's no guilt. Just what went down, And there's still a lot of pain. There's like 7 tribes that all live out here from when their ancestors were rounded up and put here in the valley. And this is White Man Cemetery. doesn't look like they're very active tonight, and they're definitely being awful quiet. I can't read that one. But we got, some weird symbols and kind of overgrown. No one's really taking care of it except for in the newer part. This is pretty much abandoned. What's interesting though is that some of the Indian families, of course, are related to some of the people in these graves because they, raped the squaws. And so a lot of these families are, that live here now, they're Indian and live on the reservation and live here in the Round Valley, and they're Indians. I don't think I'm going to find Thomas Henley tonight. If I do, I'll come back on. Gonna go get Holly, and we're going to get the recorder out and see if we can't get some EVPs and kind of take a look around, somebody with eyes, because I have no eyes anymore, and see if we can't find Henley's grave. I don't think I'm going to find it because it's awful hard to see out here. It's very, very dark. We've got barely a moon. The moon went behind the mountain, so there it is, folks. This is White Man Cemetery. If we get more activity, I'll be back on. And if I find Thomas Henley's grave, we're going to do some EVPs on him. And we're going to hit a couple other places tonight, but just wanted you guys to see this. See if you see anything that I'm not seeing. Because like I said, it's hard for me to see in the dark, so. Alright, there it is. I told you we'd see ghosts. I'm not seeing any. Yet. Awful lot of noises, though, around. And you get that feeling like somebody's watching you. That's kind of what's going on. So, alright. Stay tuned.